you ferocious ostriches, my name is Butterbear, and I enjoy avocados, but that is not the point of this video. The point of the video is to explain how I got my name, Butterbear, considering I get asked that every now and then, and then I figured I'd probably get asked that in the future. Oh, and by the way, in the background, just building a simple house. I needed the footage to talk over, and I just picked it because I had no other use for it. But anyway, back to how I got my name, okay? This is the meat of the video, okay? Okay, so I was like, I think 9 or 10, and I was at my dad's house for Father's Day. We had some family over, like my sister and my stepsister, and so on. Well, my stepsister kind of knew that I was a nerd, and she knew I liked video games, and yes, I'm a nerd. Eat a wang, you smell. But anyway, she brought over an Xbox, and she happened to have Rock Band, and I was like, oh my god, you have Rock Band. And she brought over a drum set and 2 guitars for me and my sister to play. So we start up the game, and we needed profile names, right? Like, you can't play without having a profile. That's just common sense, man. I mean, come on. And it's like, and I was like, what's a cool profile name? I just got done watching a cooking show because I had to stay in the living room with my stepmom, and she was watching Food Network. So I'm gonna name myself Butternut Squash, because that was the only thing on my mind. Fuck you, Paula Deen. Uh, that was terrible. Take it back. You're a lovely woman. And I was like, that sounds cool. Okay, let's go with that. Well, it turns out, like, it only held, like, a certain amount of characters for the name, so it only showed the first part of it showed the whole word. It showed the whole word of butternut, but it only showed the S in squash, and it just said butternuts. And I was like, screw it, turn that S into a Z, and it'll look cool because cool people turn S's into Z's. Uh, and they're like, okay, okay. So that's how I got the first part of my name. It's not that hard. Uh, um, it's just playing Rock Band, and you happen to find something funny and perverted, because that's basically my life, like being a pervert. But anyway, but where does the bear part, you may ask yourself? See, while I was playing Xbox one day, or it's something like this, I don't have a very good memory of it. If it's wrong, just comment and say you smell or something. Or say I smell. Don't say you smell, because you smell very nice. You have very good hygiene. I'm rambling. Okay, I'll stop. Well, I was playing Xbox one day, right? And I was talking to one of my friends, and they were like, let's start up a clan because, Call of Duty is full of clans and whatnot. And then we started handing out names for each other, and I was like, I want to be Butternuts, because that's my thing. And they were like, come on, Brock, you use that for everything. And I'm like, okay. So I thought of some cool I thought of some cool things like tomahawks or werewolves or some stupid shit. And I was like, wait a minute, polar bears are freaking badass. I want to be called Butterbear. And they were like, that's cool, and we all agreed on it and stuff. And then this whole YouTube thing came around, and I'm like, what should I name my channel? And then it clicked in my head that I couldn't think of anything cooler than Butterbear. Like, I mean, you can be like Tomahawk, Black Hawk, Corn Muffin 3000. You're not. That's just too much. You can't just do that. Like, you smell if you do that. But at least in my mind, you may think that Butternut. I'm saying my own name. You may think that Lamp Tomahawk Cornbread or whatever I said is cool. That's your problem. Don't mean to offend anyone. Uh, so yeah, if you ever wanted to know how I got my name, well, uh, you just heard it. So, and is anything else I should say before I end this? Oh yeah, link in the description to my channel if you want to see more amazing content. Just kidding, my pretty terrible, but I'm working on it. Trying, kind of getting the hang of this whole editing thing, but link in the description to my channel, and click that little subscribe button if you would like, that cheeky little subscribe button. But anyway, you shark garglers, this has been shark garglers. This has been Butternut Butternut's Butterbear and or Brock, and I like salami. Thank you. Have a nice day. Queen Latifah's a nice lady.